Hey, this is Jay with Jay Straight Up Reviews and more. All right, today we're taking a look at a home-powered subwoofer from ELAC. This is the SUB1225, a 12-inch powered ported subwoofer. There is also a 10-inch version of this speaker. Now this speaker has 150 watts RMS, 350 watts peak power. So don't get those two confused. If you see something on there that just has peak power listed, keep that in mind that the RMS on this is 150 watts. Now I've had all sorts of subwoofers over the years. Way before I got into Bluetooth speakers, I was hardcore into subs. I've had SVS, Rhythmic, I've had Power Sound Audio, I've had RBH Sound, I've had monolith subwoofers, SUB Research. I've got a VTF 15H MK2 right now and some monolith subs. I've had them all, and I've had a lot of cheap ones from Polk, Sony, Klipsch, and brands like that. Now this sub here is going to be, keep your expectations in check for the price. Don't expect to get 20 hertz performance. I think they rate this down to 33 hertz. We'll do a little check on that with a sweep here in a little bit. But I'm pairing these up. We're going to do a little demo here in a little while with the Acoustics 3020i bookshelf speakers. I've had these for a while. These are in their white color. These are really excellent bookshelf speakers. I've used them in various setups. Always loved them. They work great. I have the matching center channel also. But this speaker itself, the subwoofer, we're going to flip it around and let's check out the brains of the operation, if you will, the rear plate amp. All right, so around back of the subwoofer, as I mentioned, this has a rear ported slot. So there's your slot up on the top. Now usually you'll have, if it's a slot port, you'll have it down towards the bottom. This one has it at the top. It's a bit unusual. Most of the time that doesn't happen. But this has your line inputs. Obviously, you can use the LFE jack, which is typically what you use with a subwoofer or receiver. But if you're running old school, this does have speaker level inputs and outputs. So if you got an older amp or receiver or something, you can hook it up that way. Then you have your phase 0 to 180 degrees, your auto on or off switch, your low pass filter knob, and your volume or gain knob for the sub. And you plug it in down here. So as I mentioned, top slotted port, and everything else is pretty much general, that like you see in a lot of subs, other than the speaker level input and outputs. A lot of the newer subs don't have that. So as I said, if you're running an old school setup, you can connect it through there. So let's do a little check. We're going to run a sound check with the Acoustics 3020i speakers, and we're going to do a frequency sweep also. Okay, so I put the front cover back on the sub so you can actually see what it looks like with the cover on it. So we're going to start this at a lower volume and work our way up. And here we go. This paired with the Acoustics 3020i bookshelf speakers.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
This is just running off a little Fosse portable amp through Bluetooth. Turn up a little bit. Change tracks. Go up a little bit more in volume. Oh.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like
a little bit more.
I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up!
Oh.
It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold.
Change track. All right, let's see what we got. Let's hear the bass. Oh, I got some stuff rattling over here. pretty impressive for an inexpensive sub. All right, we're gonna do just a frequency sweep now with just the subwoofer by itself. See what it can do. Now that your mileage is going to vary on this based on your room, the placement, what you're playing, the stuff in the room, but it'll give you at least some kind of an idea. Okay, so this will be a frequency sweep from 100 hertz down. We'll go ahead and start it now.
3, 2, 1.
Now I'm going to unplug the speakers while we're doing this. So it's just going to be the sub. All right, now the speakers are unplugged. Subwoofer only. Whoa. Oh, rattling something in the room. So there you can see at about 26 hertz, it really stopped. So you'll get extension down to 30 hertz or better, more than likely, depending on your room. And it does have between that like 60 and 70 hertz range. You heard it was really strong. That's kind of typical of a lot of cheaper subs that kind of have that mid-bass hump in the frequency response. Fairly common. So overall, I'd give this 2 thumbs up for the price, for what it's going for right now. I think this is definitely worth it if you're looking for a sub that could also be used for home theater. It's not going to give you that 20 hertz performance, but you got to pay a premium to get that. But for the price this thing costs, it definitely performs well, has a solid build quality, has a Class D amp. ELAC is a good company. I've had ELAC speakers in the past, no problem. So have no problems giving a big thumbs up on this one for an inexpensive sub. And Mr. Han, he's even giving it a finger up. Oh, yeah, okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Mr. Han and I are out.